everything is gravy, yeah, we living good. Played the streets for a minute, now I'm out the hood. This that Pimp C flow, diamonds against that wood. I'm dedicated to this grid and I won't never budge.
I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said say it again, and he did. Right hook sent him down. He hit him.
Right hook sent him down.
Yeah.
This is Corey Ellis Pujols, a 27-year-old Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man, and that singular act was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges.
Is that right?
On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m., Tampa police were called to a Dunkin' Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious and bleeding from the head.
This man ain't got no shirt on.
And I guess it's spilled, and I remember in here he was. My neighbor picked up the street in Florida, 33619.
Goodness, what happened?
I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there. Don't check again. He was face. I'm sitting down.
Which kid?
He has heart problems. He's 100% disabled.
So he know this dude.
Disabled veteran. He's got allergies. He's seen allergy tag.
Almost immediately, Corey Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for. Calm and cooperative, he explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Ellis Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee. But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that.
So he went through the drive-through originally.
And he said no, and then he came around to the window. He kept going at the window. And then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I was reserving responsibility for that. In any case,
so you're not the actual manager.
I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset. You feel me? The atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it, and I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? And he said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue.
What the police gonna say is at that point you should have called the police, nigga.
With it, I said say it again, and he did. Right hook sent him down.
Yeah. Right hook sent them down, huh? Cause he called you an ER. Yeah, you're going to jail for murder. 1st degree. That's crazy as fuck, bro. I wonder if anyone else is gonna be able to vouch for his terminology for calling him if he really called him an ER. Even if he did, bro, you should have called the police, nigga. Now this man's dead. He wasn't trying to kill him. He might get manslaughter for this or something. He going to jail though, bro. That's fucking crazy.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
Right, you can't hit somebody because they said something you don't like. Now your ass is going to jail, nigga.
I very well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it.
It doesn't matter. No one cares.
I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff.
Oh, do they? Do they? Cause you're the fucking police, nigga. You're not black.
Every single day for the past like 16 years. I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but
It's not gonna get you arrested. Is that right? Is that right?
I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty hard.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah.
Slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies
Right hook.
for the
He was hit and he fell down.
Keep down, I don't this other. You hit him? You punch him in his crowd.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
Hey, he not running and hiding. You know what I'm saying? He not running and hiding. He telling you what it is. Right hook, set him down.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this situation.
Alright, no worries. Some guys have to go at you.
Yes, sir. You
Oh, don't worry. You're not going to jail. Not yet.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not. I just came in.
That's his grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just talking with
him.
him.
Information necessary.
So,
So that's his grandson.
yeah. You want to grab his 43?
I have.
Video on it?
We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the.
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks the.
So here's the reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge battery, yeah, you could be charged with battery.
Right.
You will be.
You know, that's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to
not
jail
gonna get on to you,
for murder.
man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let, and I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says anger you.
Yeah.
He said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just
believe
because we
me,
do our job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're going to have people like that throughout your life. You just got to let it go in one ear and right out the other. And just realize that he's going to leave and be on his way and you're going to still be here working.
Right.
You know? So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. Just do what you got to do, bro. I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going
So right now they're not saying that he's dead though.
anywhere.
Apparently, must not.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude when your card is going through. But he was just being
For what reason?
outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. So one day, he was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always ask the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly, off rip, he was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of somebody.
it shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to.
Why do they not close down the drive-through right now? Like the police, like, come on, man.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. So Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here, the more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer employees like that?" And he didn't listen. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna act politely after you leave." verbal like, can you leave and I didn't take the order type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front and it was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car, so we knew Corey
And then he called him an ER.
was gonna, so me and Corey went
That's
up there
crazy.
to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again.
The proper thing to do is call the police and have him trespassed.
So we asked him to leave him multiple times, and that's when, he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see happen from there?
From what I seen is I heard.
I don't know.
Corey told me to call the cops.
I don't know. Go get the video footage.
So I was calling the cops. I was calling my manager. I was calling everybody, and the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
And, mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either, you're gonna leave, or we're gonna call the cops. I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, there's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third, your nicknames. Corey was like, one more time, and he called him another nick, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
Corey punched him, he was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay, and you were standing like
right around here on the phone.
Okay. Is he, and Corey said he's a normally regular, he comes through
He
here?
comes here a lot, and he's very, like, verbal. Like, I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
Well, normal people know how to be respectful, and choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
I mean, it's
and
horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello. Manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to, A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's the better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and...
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a co-worker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation.
Is that right?
Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
And it feels better in here.
Take him to jail. That's crazy.
Yeah. They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now.
having us up here is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration that I would be this too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of this. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has brain swelling right now. He's unconscious and everything. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, this is not big deal. He's here today. It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us could know at all, you know. And he deserves to be put in his place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. So I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done to you was wrong. What he said to you was wrong. You have no choice. Like I said, he's not in there. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. That will just hopefully go away.
Nigga, you're not gonna say one prayer.
But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65.
And then that's gonna be upgraded to murder.
You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be too high. You're going to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and, you know, everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
Yes, please. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff?
Get that over.
Mom better be right down there bonding him out.
Do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that.
Oh, people don't need to be running their mouth like that, bro. You're vulnerable.
Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine.
Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your health, you know, but he's been through that. It's just one of those things like I wish I had. But really, that situation, what can make it go best is the guy recovers, he learns from it.
I'm sorry. Alright. Corey, you have anything else on you, brother?
No, that's it. Took everything else.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here. Yeah, that's for mom.
That's it for the profit?
Yes. Yes. Corey, you don't have a seat in my car. Yes. Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious. Yeah. And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better, okay? So you go down, we'll tell mom. Mom can go down. Yeah, you do that and I'll 1035 you. Do they? Okay, that's fine. It's just a hope, brother, that he gets better. Yeah. Okay? I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. It would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom.
We get it. He gets it.
Bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick.
Yes, sir.
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult,
Aggravated
facing
manslaughter.
up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision.
What's
They
that?
reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors
That's a dub. That's a dub. That's a dub. That's a dub. You know what I'm saying? I bet bro won't crash out like that again. But is it really a crash out though? Like, You know, that's a tough situation, bro. He wasn't trying to kill that man. You don't punch nobody in the face, nigga. You just gonna kill him like that. And he's skinny, bro. It don't look like he be lifting no weights. That man was fragile. Just call it what it is. And his old ass shouldn't have been talking shit like that.
Cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's stand your ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.
That's crazy. I want to read the comments on this. Let me see. The reason why the cops seem tame and patient is because they are at Dunkin' Donuts. The donut fumes calms them like smoke does to bees. Sent a sex trafficker to hell and got no prison time. That's fucking awesome. And that's from a white guy. First time seeing a witness doing the law and order thing, working and telling the story simultaneously. A true definition of fuck around and finding out. Props to the second employee working his ass off while talking to the cops. These customer service jobs are hell. For real. That's why I can't do that shit. Bro got a huge break, felony battery with 2 years house arrest is a huge win. He's still a felon though. But yeah, that's a dub. The aftermath was textbook proper. Dude still serving customers. He deserves a raise. Bro accidentally made the world a safer place. Hey, dude said, I'm who you want, and this is what I did. I respect that. Straight up. He wouldn't hide nothing. After finding out he's a sex offender, I don't feel a single ounce of sympathy or remorse for that old bastard. Hard floors plus blood thinners plus bonk on the head equals deadly combo. Remove all charges from his record and give him an award. He's a community hero as far as I can tell. Yeah, man, that's a tough situation right there, bro. I'm glad bro didn't get cooked. You know, it's unfortunate that he has to have a felony for that, bro, but hey, it's better than doing 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years out your life behind that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? When that man was told to leave the store, didn't leave the store, then proceeded to call you an ER. You know what I'm saying? Like people get punched in that shit all the time. He wasn't expecting to even probably knock him out like that, let alone kill him. You know? This man was 77 years old, bro. You don't need to be out here talking shit like that. Calling people ERs like they can't do this to you. This a skinny nigga, man. You don't see not one form of muscle on that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. T-by Peter 9.
This shit is in me, it ain't on me, you can't scrub it off. I've been riding by my lonely on that paper walk. And watch who you call your homies, cause they bound to talk. Yeah, I've been focused on my chicken.